The biggest, richest country in Latin America, Brazil, is in the midst of a massive political and economic crisis. President Dilma Rousseff is suspended and on the verge of being impeached, though her supporters say she's the victim of a right-wing coup. Joining me now from Sao Paulo is former Brazilian President Fernando Cardoso, who supports Dilma's impeachment. Thanks for joining me on Up Front. Fernando Cardoso, suspended President Dilma Rousseff says she is the victim of a legal and political farce. She says when an elected president is suspended because of a crime she hasn't committed, the name we give is not impeachment, but a coup. Why is she wrong?
Well, first of all, because she incurred in some, mistakes, aggressing the Constitution, in fiscal questions, in using money without congressional authorization, etc. So this is not a crime in the sense of the penal code. It's a crime against the Constitution. It's a political crime. It's the lack of responsibility.
You say political crime. That's why impeachment proceedings were opened against her. One of the main charges is that she allegedly manipulated Brazil's budget in violation of the law of the Constitution, so-called fiscal peddling. But you did that too when you were president, didn't you? Back in 2001, 2002, you're accused of peddling around $300 million a year in terms of today's currency exchange rates.
Well, in my case, first of all, the new law was during my government, in 2001, so-called fiscal law. So we are adjusting ourselves to the new law. So we postponed some payments by $2 or $3 million of dollars. But now we are not referring to 2 millions. We're referring to 14, 16, 20 billion dollars. It's quite different.
Fernando Cardoso, the rest of the world is looking at Brazilian politics and wondering, is it riddled with hypocrisy? Acting President Michel Temer is not only banned from running for president for 8 years for violating campaign finance rules, but Brazil's Supreme Court is also considering a motion of impeachment against him as well. The former Speaker of the House, who led the impeachment campaign against Dilma, has been accused by the Attorney General of taking millions of dollars in bribes. His successor, the current Speaker of the House, is accused of taking bribes. The current leader of the Senate is also accused of taking bribes. Do any of these people have any credibility when it comes to impeaching Dilma?
Well, you mentioned three important political Brazilian leaders
4 people.
who belong, 4 people maybe, who belong to